Hi, and welcome back to Classic MGB. Well, today we're at the UK's biggest classic motor show. It's at the NEC, it's the Lancaster Insurance Classic Motor Show, and as you can see behind me, it's just opened and people are flooding in, so we haven't got a minute to lose. Well, now, for those of you that haven't noticed, we've been promoting Paul Clappison's lovely MGB-GT, and I'm pleased to say that Paul is with us. So, Paul, tell me a bit about your car.
Yeah, well, I've had the car for nearly 9 years now, and it's been my absolute pride and joy. We've done all sorts with it. I'm here this weekend because I'm a past winner of Pride of Ownership in 2018 here at the NEC. And this year they've decided to celebrate 10 years of that particular event with all the past winners coming together for a kind of shootout final, if you like. We made the top 5 here, and we'll shortly find out whether we're the overall winner of the trophy.
It really is a lovely car.
Thank you. Yeah, well, you know, it is 60 years of the MG. It would be the perfect way to celebrate it for the MG community. You know, thank yourself and everyone else who's actually voted during this period. I think people are sick of me asking them to vote, but it's all done and dusted now, so fingers crossed that we get the right result this morning.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The public have been voting, and I can now reveal the Lancaster Insurance Pride of Ownership Best of the Best goes to Colin Fiddler and the Austin A35!
So we caught up with used car guru Mike Brewer. Mike, tell me why you're at the show.
I've been hosting this show, presenting it. I think this is my 20th year. So my job here is I control the live theatre, which is in Hall 5. I conduct all the interviews throughout the day. Plus I do all the presentations like this. I'm going to be doing on Lancaster car insurance this morning. So yeah, that's my involvement in the show. It has been for 20 years. It's my show, effectively.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Well, apart from the 2 new TV shows you got.
I've got 2 new TV shows and lots more in the pipeline as well. So it's been very busy this year.
Wheeler Dealer's going from strength to strength.
Yeah, it's still the biggest car show on the planet, and last year it celebrated being 23 years of the #1 car show, or the #1 show for Discovery Channels internationally, globally.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And
Yes.
It's nice to see it going on.
Yes, it's still going on from strength to strength. I'll keep making it if you keep watching it.
Certainly do. Well, I think without doubt the biggest car club stand of this show is the MG Car Club, and it's really good because they've managed to get everybody together, the MGB register, the MGF register, and the centres, the MGs on track, and of course Kember House. So it's all nice and together, and I'm pleased to be able to talk to Michael Merkin, who is the new vice chairman of the club. So Michael, congratulations. Tell us a bit more about what the club's been up to this year.
Thank you. Well, as you say, this is a new format for us in terms of the layout, and what we've done is we've taken all the registers and grouped them all together to have the one mat with what we are referring to as the Car Club Village. So it's the whole family all together. This year is actually a very, very important year for the Car Club. It's our 95th anniversary, starting from the inaugural meeting back at the Roebuck Inn in Stevenage back in 1930. And we've moved from there to what we are today. This year there's been some really major events, kicking off at the beginning of the year with the Land's End trial, which saw us working in collaboration with the British Motor Museum to return old #1 back down to participate in the trial 100 years since Cecil Kimber drove that car in the trial and was awarded the Gold Cup. From there we went on to June at the BRDC at Silverstone. We had our 95th anniversary gala dinner, which was another excellent venue. The following month then saw us at the Gaydon Museum celebrating the 30th anniversary of the MGF, which attracted some 600 cars. Wow. And then our next one in September, MG Fest North, which saw us take the event up to Cross Race Circuit, where the BRSCC were racing. We had an infield event to piggyback off of the racing, and that really was kind of a major event for the year, coming to a close almost until you come here for the NEC. I must obviously take the opportunity to say that we are really, really looking forward to next week, where we will be attending the Octane Historic Motor Awards, where the Car Club has been nominated for Car Club of the Year. So very much looking forward to attending that event, and fingers crossed that we come away with the silver.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've done videos on most of those things. I think MGF one was the one that we didn't, so we'll put the links in the description so you can have a look at all of those. So Michael, what about next year?
In terms of main club, obviously the Croft event gave us a template that we could take elsewhere. So for next year, we're looking at MG Fest being in the south. So hot off the press, we have been talking to Brands Hatch.
Oh, great!
And it's early days yet. So
don't book any hotels yet. We're not ready for that yet.
Yeah, so no booking hotels. Early days yet, but it's very favourable, and obviously we would be quite pleased there because another iconic event at an iconic race circuit. So watch this space on that one.
Now, this year I've become a granddad twice over to a little boy called Arthur and a little girl called Layla. And so naturally I'm looking at kind of toys that they might want. Now, these from Autoplaytec, based in the Isle of Man, are probably not for a few months old, but I'll certainly be keeping a close eye on these. And when they get a bit older, then they'll probably be having one. Now, I found a very famous MGB-GT, and it's famous for probably a lot of the wrong reasons. So Scott, tell me the story.
So this is my 1972 MGB-GT. Essentially, this was my girlfriend's granddad's car, which I found at the back of a garage, been off the road 20 years, and I just wanted to fix it. I just saw it. I was never even a fan of MGs, and I saw it and I thought, do you know what? I can't let that sit there. So I did, and then about a year of having the car on the road, had it dynoed, went to see Pete Burgess, I was buzzing, I was super happy, and then not even a year later, January 1st of this year, our house flooded and the car was essentially, you couldn't even see it, it was bad. And a lot of people said to me like, oh, did you not get down about it, did you not get sad? And I'll be honest, I didn't stop for 2 seconds. I knew as soon as I slowed down, I wouldn't be able to, I'd think too much, I'd be like, this is such a big task, it's such a big feat. So I didn't think, I just got the car on the back of a trailer, took it to my dad's. It was -5 that day, and there I was stripping the interior out, pulling the engine, filling it full of vegetable oil to prevent it worsening. I'd sort of gone in at the deep end, and I knew from that point I had to learn everything myself. I was like, I have to figure out how to do this because I can't afford to pay someone to do this. So that was sort of the start of where we are now. It took me 6 months to get it back on the road. It included new wiring loom, new floor pans, both provided by Rimmer Bros. We then had to obviously put a new interior in, so we've gone with something custom. The engine is a temporary engine from HJR Garage. Big shout out to Henry. And that is essentially it. I've cleaned stuff up, welded the floor pans in, sealed it up, and it's back up and running. But a big announcement, and this is a bit of an exclusive actually, so very exciting.
Go on.
I'm going to be driving the car to Barcelona and staying in Barcelona for 3 months with the car, do Le Mans on the way in January. So the next series I will be doing is getting this car ready to do over 2,000 mile trip. And this engine is not going to do a 2,000 mile trip, so it's going to be a lot of work. But it should be a good series, and I'll be filming the whole trip.
Brilliant. Well, remind me what your YouTube channel is. We'll put a link in the description, all that kind of stuff.
So my YouTube is ScottHeadz, Headz. But if you search Flooded to Studded, you'll find me. So it's my YouTube needs a bit of work. My Instagram is a bit more polished, but we'll get there on the YouTube.
Yeah.
As I'm sure you know, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, yeah, but not compared with renovating this from a flooded out wreck.
Exactly, yeah. It was a lot of work, but I'll be honest, I've enjoyed the process. And a funny coincidence, I say funny coincidence, it's likely fate, but this car was obviously my girlfriend's granddad's, and he passed away 21 years ago yesterday. Right. So it's sort of come around on the anniversary. So it's in his memory. The car is sort of a tribute to what he would have done with the car had he been alive. So yeah, it's a big props to him. Without him, I wouldn't have gained the social media following. I wouldn't have been featured in Classic Car Weekly or Top Gear magazine. Sure. So yeah, so Big Al upstairs. Thank you to him.
Now, I'm with somebody that a lot of YouTubers will know. It's Matt Watson. But of course, Matt's not necessarily known for classics, but actually he has a couple, I gather. What have you got, Matt?
So I've got a Fiat 126, Polski Fiat, so from, I think it's 1983, so I don't have to pay tax on that one.
Yeah.
Not quite so old, but I've got a Mark II Mazda MX-5.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my two classics. But I've got quite a lot of older cars from the late 90s through the noughties.
Yeah, and what about MGBs?
So I've never owned an MGB, though. When I first learned to drive, when I was like 17, I wanted an MGB for about probably first 5 years of my driving life. My dad actually prevented me from having one. Said, "Oh, you're going to end up spending ages fixing it up, and it's going to rust." Blah blah. Yeah, well, you guys know what it's like. But he had an MGB. He had a chrome bumper model.
Lovely.
But he sold it before I was born, and I was always really annoyed that he sold it before I was born because he always had boring cars, but he always had great tales of some cool cars he had before he was a dad. But I'd love one. I wanted an MGB, and I saved up the money to buy one, and then I switched onto the midgets. I found them a bit cuter, but then my dad put me off and buy one, and I ended up with an XR2 in 1989 or something.
A Mark II.
No, Mark II, yeah.
Yeah, I had a Mark II, yeah.
I loved it. They're really expensive now, but I'm actually, if you can find me, if you came to me today and goes, listen, here's an MG midget, chrome bumper one, decent condition, for the right price, I would buy it from you today. Because I think I need one in my life, and the prices are coming down, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Get a midget or an MGB, because I'm sure somebody could persuade him to have an MGB. Matt, I can see you've got your book here.
That's right.
I bought a copy of Matt's book. Looks really interesting read. So
it's available on Amazon. If you want it, it's on Amazon. Autobiography by Matt Watson. It's on Amazon. Go check it out.
I'll put a link in the description, Matt. Thank you very much. Cheers. Now, one of the things that MGB owners can struggle with is they've got their car beautifully restored to original condition, but then they put a modern stereo in it, which just looks completely out of place if you don't want that sort of thing. But of course, if you put an old radio in, you're going to get like radio, which is pretty prehistoric. So what you really want is Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff. Now, we've caught up with a company called Reluxe, and I've got Tom with me who's going to tell me about his solution to that problem. Tom, welcome to the channel. Tell me about your product.
Thank you for having me. Yes, so we are designing a stereo for classic car from 50s all the way to 70s. So it feels, age period correct, but it have all the modern functions you love and that you need when you drive daily. So if you look at that, you have what we call a smart cover.
So that kind of looks very old and not worth stealing almost.
Do
you know what I mean?
That's very true, yes.
That's the secret.
If you go to car show, if you go to car meet, or like I said, just park up, you put on, it looks like an original piece. But when you remove the smart cover, it reveals a massive 5 inches touch screen. It's very sensitive, it's high resolution, and you can always interact with the unit with physical inputs on two sides of the screen. And you can go back to homepage and you can navigate with the dial. So by standard, you do have FM, AM, and DAB. Let's go to DAB for now. So it really have all the modern features you love and you need when you drive daily. If you have your, even when you don't have Even when you don't have your phone around, you have a built-in navigation system. By default, you use Google Maps. And when you have your phone around, whether it's an iPhone or it's an Android, you do have the options to connect to Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay. They all connect wirelessly.
That's very clever, isn't it?
Thank you.
So tell me, why did you choose an MGB? I mean, it is the best car in the world, of course.
Oh, yes.
But why did you choose the MGB to showcase your product?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So there's really two reasons here. So first off, we drive a MGB-GT V8 daily. So that's one of the biggest reasons. Yeah. So that car is a test bed. We drive it around for last 12 months just to test out all the features and iron out, the bugs and small issues.
Yeah, sure.
So it's really important that we tied with the MGB community. And the second reason is Frontline.
Right.
So we're really proud to work with Frontline.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Frontline provide our show car for the weekend.
It's very beautiful.
Frontline is a massive supporter, and
Good.
they also are distributor.
Yeah.
So fellow MGB owners, if you want a relaxed stereo, or just phone in to Frontline and they will sort it for you.
And it's standard 1 DIN, so it will go into any socket.
Yes, exactly. As long as you have a DIN slot, then you're good to go.
And one last question. How much is it going to cost me?
So retail price £949.
Right.
And during the show we do have a special. It's 10%.
10%? Excellent.
Yes.
That's 100 quid or something, yeah. One of the traditions of the Classic Motor Show course is to catch up with Richard Monk from the MG Owners Club. So Richard, how's it going?
Very well. We really enjoy this show, end of the season. And you catch up with people you haven't seen perhaps for a year. It's a great show, and it's very busy today, first day. So very interesting to see, the support for these vehicles, and we're looking forward to a busy few days.
Yeah, and the headline act is this rather special MG4.
The theme of the show, the organisers wanted sort of old and new. So as you've seen, we've got the latest, albeit a concept car from MG Motor UK, the EX4, and alongside it is the 90-year-old Tigress, only 2 in the country in that era.
And I noticed there's a couple of BGTs, and there's also a black V8 that I kind of recognise from a certain magazine, should we say, that's owned by a Mr. R. Monk. And I gather it's for sale, is that right?
Yeah, sadly. I've had that car, goodness me, 47 years.
Wow.
So a bit of a wrench.
From you or not quite?
No, I'm the third owner, but 2 owners before me, and it was 2 years old when I bought it in '76, and had it ever since, and it's been with me on lots of interesting journeys around the world.
Well, if anybody's interested in Richard's car, you can get in touch with Richard via the MG Owners Club. Now, one of the things I love doing with my MGB is cleaning it, polishing it, fettling it. And I think that's quite common for a lot of MGB owners, and a lot of people will use Meguiar's products. So I've caught up with Tom from Meguiar's. So Tom, tell me a little bit about Meguiar's.
So we're actually celebrating our 125th anniversary next year. So 1901 isn't just a number. We've been around since before the car, arguably. Horse and cart, furniture polish company to start with, and then the car industry boomed, and we've been on the coattails ever since. So, I think not just MGBs, I think it's all of us, right? We've got the infection that is cleaning and fettling and looking after them.
Yeah, and what makes Meguiar special? Because you do have a good name in the industry, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We take pride in the products, right? So we've got our own laboratory in California. We're an American-based business. We're a business built by car enthusiasts, for car enthusiasts. And it's not a throwaway comment. It sounds a bit cheesy, but we try to just create products that we all need as enthusiasts, as we all are. And if it's trying to get the best products for us, for our toys and the precious things that we've got sat in the garage.
Yeah, and looking at some of the toys you've got on the stand, they are completely beautiful. And you've also got a demo of how to use a dual action polisher, which is interesting because I've got one, but I've never been that confident with it.
We do have some fantastic cars on the stand. We're at the mercy of the car owners. Every single car of the 14 that you see have all won their retrospective club event, their Concours event, and they're put forward by the clubs. So whether that be a hot rod event for the Ford event, the Mini event, the Ferrari Owners Club, we normally have an MG, but we haven't got one this year. But so we're very spoiled, very spoiled. Sometimes you think, I wonder if that's going to be right, not right for the stand, but I wonder if people will be drawn to it. And sometimes they're like, the most obscure is the one that's saying, my dad used to have one of them.
Exactly.
Which is exactly what it brings back, right? So,
yeah, it's like the Great British Car Journey. I don't know if you've been up there in Derbyshire.
No,
they have those sorts of cars.
Yeah.
And you go around and you think, oh, my dad had one of those. It's fantastic. Tom, thank you very much.
No worries, thank you.
Take care.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Well, another stalwart of the classic car scene is Danny Hopkins. Danny, editor of Practical Classics. So how's your show been?
I don't know what, I've never been called a stalwart before, but I kind of like it. That's great. I want to be a stalwart.
Stalwart.
It's Friday. My feet hurt. My voice is gone. I'm basically about to fall over. But it's the most inspirational time of year for me. I was walking around. I'm going to drop a name now. I was walking around earlier with Peter Stevens, the designer.
Yeah, I know Peter.
And he was saying to me, you know what? This is the motor show. We don't have a motor show anymore. Nowhere has a motor show. But this is the motor show. It's got the same scale, 5 halls.
Yeah.
And so actually the nostalgia is for motor shows themselves, not just the cars.
Do you know what? I never thought of that, but you're right.
Yeah. So he really opened my eyes to that, and I think that's really true. And it's one of the reasons why when you come here, you kind of revel in it. You lose yourself in it because it's just so busy and it's just so intense, and there is just so much car.
Yeah, that's right.
It's everywhere.
You can't really do it in a day. I think it's more than a day. Really.
Oh, listen, you can't do it in a weekend, even if you try. If you're doing it properly, you can't do it in a weekend. You have to edit yourself a bit in order to get through it.
I mean, of course, Peter's iconic in the MG world with the SVR and the MGF and things. So, in terms of classics now, what's popular amongst your readership? Where are the popular cars? I'm assuming MGBs have probably eased back a bit, and it's more the more modern classics that you're doing.
Do you know what? One of the things we love MGBs. I've had one. The whole team has had them. I think the funny thing about that is that everybody used to say, "Oh, Practical Classics, it's all MGBs, isn't it?" And we're going to go,
and why not?
Well, exactly. I don't sort of why I was thinking that, but I thought, well, I'm not going to have this. So we have a diverse range of classic cars. We've got a lot of modern classics. We're about to do a big feature celebrating the Zeds.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to come up in 2 issues' time.
That'll be 30 years, I suppose, 90s,
right. I took a ZS, a ZR and a ZT. We did the Evo Triangle in North Wales, gave them a real test.
Yeah.
We had a lovely time. It's funny, I was actually walking to the stage with Peter Stevens earlier on, and he was walking along, and it made me laugh because he was walking, and he goes, "Oh, I did that one. Oh, I did that one as well. Oh, and I did that one. Oh, it's really embarrassing." He said, "It makes me feel old." So he was just walking through the halls with a man like that, saying things like that.
Unbelievable.
It's an honour.
Ian Callum's been here as well, hasn't he? Another iconic person, that's designed some of these fantastic Jags and Astons and things.
I know, and that's the thing. You come here and you meet your heroes, and it's lovely when you meet your heroes and they are lovely people. It's always a bonus.
Yeah.
That was great. In answer to your question about the cars at Practical Classics feature, it's always going to be the case. The Practical Classics will feature the cars that are on your parents' drive, not the cars that are on your bedroom wall. And that's why I think we're so popular, because we keep it real. It's real world. It's the cars that touched your life.
So there you go. Another year of the NEC Classic Show, and it seems to be getting better and better every year. If you get a chance to come, please do. Wear comfortable shoes because it's a lot of walking and it's quite tiring, but definitely well worth it. And I thought it only appropriate to close the video next to a rather superb MG. Of course, it's not an MGB, it's an MG Tigris built in 1930 to compete with Brooklyn's Bentleys racing round the banking at that circuit. So definitely fantastic vehicle. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, give it a share, and consider subscribing to the channel, because all those sort of things help YouTube get our content out. And another thing, please let us know what you think in the comments. We do read and respond to everyone, so let us know what you think. As always, many thanks for watching, and take care.